As you know, Gary and I love to travel, and this is an example of what we learned during our travels, making homemade bacon. Now, let me tell you one thing, is that about 3.5 years ago, I had surgery, and for my rehab, I decided that we'd go to Palm Springs and rehab there. So they had a choice of bacons at Cheeky's called the Flight, and they do make their own bacon. And there's a couple of types that I really like. One has rosemary and maple syrup, and the other one I can make is honey. But let me show you how we assembled the seasoning. We have some dark brown sugar. I'm going to add some kosher salt. And I will be putting this online if you do want it. I'm going to mix all my dry ingredients first in order to coat it. I'm putting in some red pepper flakes, smoked paprika, some fennel seeds. Oh, this adds a depth. And that, I guess it'd be cumin. Oh, these are cumin, that's right. And cumin. And this is bacon curing salt. I'm going to go ahead and whisk it all together. Look at those. Oh, you can smell the smoked. Oh, makes you want to. The clumps of brown sugar. I like what Ina does. She uses her hands to break things apart. Then I'll mix it together again. And what we have, you can see right here, we have 2 5-pound pieces of pork belly. And those are going to be the ones that are going to be generously coated. I'll go ahead and, since I'm making this primarily because of the rosemary maple, I am going to do that one first to show you. I'm just going to put this all in here and just kind of spread it around in the pan. So this has been opened and dried, and just going to push this down. Push this down, get a little bit on top, give it a good rub. I like the way Julia Childs does her little pat on it. And these flavors over the next couple of weeks are going to infiltrate. It's going to go into the meat. Oh, look at that. That is covered with it. Now, let's put the sides. This is one thing in the supermarket when you go buy slabs of bacon, sometimes they never really have the sides. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the slab into a Ziploc bag. Then I am going to put the maple syrup on top. I would have put it on it outside of the bag, but you know what? Me being me, I would spill it all over myself, and heaven forbid, I might burn my mouth. There's a joke behind that. Now, you go ahead and you layer some of the rosemary in there, generous amounts so the flavors, and they were, it was gently chopped up and diced so that it could have the oils released. And as this cures over the next couple of weeks, the flavors will go ahead and okay, here we go, seal it. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this one in the refrigerator. ho, 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 ho. And that is for our rosemary. And again, we have this one for the honey. And I'm going to cover this up really good. Pardon?
How long are you going to leave for me now?
To let them cure? I'm going to let them go for 3 weeks.
In the fridge?
In the refrigerator, yes. And once a week, you flip them on over. The backside, the fat, doesn't seem to stick this quite as good. One thing I used to do is I used to put liquid smoke in here, but you know what? It's really not necessary because we're going to grill these on the Traeger, and I'm going to go buy some. I have some hickory that I'm going to use. Now, I'm going to put this in the bag. Then put some honey over the top. And Gary had a great, he always gives me some great suggestions. He's the master chef. And he says, always spray with spray so the honey comes out much better. See? And I'm going to seal it up and give this a good, each week when you turn over, it's give it a good massage and the liquids will spread on out. Anyway, I will also put this in the refrigerator. And that is the art of making bacon. And so we're going to try it out. We had some orange bacon that we had before. I had some plain mesquite that we made some of our broccoli salad. And again, the inspiration came from our travels all over the place, specifically Cheeky's in Palm Springs. And eating that bacon was the best cure for my surgery. I had to get out and walk, so I had to walk from the hotel to the restaurant slowly. But you know what? It took all my energy to get there, but it was well worth the walk. Anyway, we will show you later after we cook them, and maybe we might show a little spot maybe in about a week or so, show how they're coming along. And remember to like us, follow us at Gary's Rich Life 1 on Facebook. Invite your friends, and I'll go ahead and put that recipe that I just put together on our website, Gary'sRichLife.com. Bye.